So how can a CE on bulk non-sterile components save custom procedure tray providers time, effort, and money? There are two conformity assessment routes available under the arriving MDR. These are Article 52 and Article 22, formerly Article 11 and 12 under the MDD. Article 22 applies specifically to systems and procedure packs. Under Article 52, a full conformity assessment is required, which essentially means that a full technical file has to be established. This is an enormous amount of work. However, the CPT provider then applies their own CE. The term custom is the greatest attraction to potential CPT customers, but it's the greatest amount of work to creating and maintaining technical files. Article 22 offers a reduced conformity assessment route whereby the technical files are created, maintained and held by a component supplier, and the CPT provider combines these CEs in the creation of a procedure pack. The greatest challenge to this method is that most devices have a CE on the single pack sterile component only, and this is where the greatest opportunity for revenue lies with most manufacturers. This means that each single pack has to be brought together, unpacked, and then combined. Once together, each component needs to be unpacked, assuming the manufacturer has allowed the component to be removed from its original pack, the waste discarded, and the pack sterilized. Again, one of the most attractive reasons for adopting a procedure pack is elimination of waste. This method merely moves the responsibility of waste disposal from the hospital to the CPT provider. Once the sterilization validation is completed, a CE can be applied to the CE procedure pack and the documentation compiled. So in the normal course of events, the new requirements of Article 12 potentially bring together greater repackaging and waste management costs. The requirement for a CE leads in many cases to the requirement to purchase a sterile component at a higher cost, and potentially there are increased re-sterilization and regulatory difficulties. Several years ago, MedNet began building a portfolio of products having a CE on a bulk non-sterile component. In fact, we might have been the first to convince the notified bodies that it was possible to have a CE on a component that then needed further reprocessing. This was successfully done for Class 1, Class 1M and Class 2A devices. Class 3 devices are excluded due to the increased requirements of the technical file. So with MedNet products that have a CE, there is no repackaging. The products are removed from the bulk packaging, combined, packed and sterilized. The CE applied to the documentation with the BNS components having been compiled. This means greatly reduced handling and waste disposal is needed. The lower cost of non-sterile components is maintained and enjoyed. In many cases, we have seen manufacturers greatly increase their sterile prices in order to essentially go after the sterile business. MedNet is entirely focused on the business-to-business market, giving greater security to the procedure pack supply chain. In purchasing a bulk non-sterile component, the total number of sterilizations are available to the CPT provider. Typically, manufacturers validate only 2 sterilization cycles, meaning the initial packing and the potential to rework, if required, was possible. If the first sterilization cycle is used and then discarded, the second cycle is used to sterilize the pack, leaving no possibility to rework. Purchasing a bulk non-sterile component maintains this vital option. These potential costs are often overlooked until the need arises. MedNet is also performing further work to better support the use of non-sterile components. Firstly, we are extending the shelf life of our components from 3 years to 5 years. The standard 3-year shelf life that the market has used until now is quickly used up if a pack needs to be provided with at least 2 years still available. We're also performing functionality testing on products that have been subjected to deep sterilization cycle parameters. These parameters are often used in the sterilization of dense packs. And as mentioned earlier, we are extending the validations for up to 3 sterilization cycles. We will continue to support customers working to Article 11 or Article 52 though. The MDR places greater emphasis on the aspects of component once it's in the marketplace. MedNet has always carried out product change notifications and will continue to do so. MedNet will collate complaints and notify the market as and when necessary, in much the same way that we have always done. These two requirements have always been a priority for MedNet. As the requirements for the UDI is rolled out, then MedNet will register the component, generate and label the device with a UDI. Our program to do this is already beginning, even though the requirement is not yet formalized. The need to conduct market surveillance will be the overall responsibility of MedNet, and we will engage with our customers in a number of ways to achieve this, such as the use of questionnaires or product use forms. So MedNet has created our own range of CE marked bulk non-sterile components that are easily identified in our product catalog, which is updated as and when we achieve more certifications. In addition to this, MedNet is managing the regulatory process for a number of our partners, and we are pleased to state that the Elcam range of low-pressure stopcocks and manifolds, widely used in infusion therapies, general ORs, ICUs, urology or anesthesia departments, to name but a few, are now available from MedNet with a bulk non-sterile CE. Elcam is a world-renowned manufacturer of these devices for many years, providing a huge variety of SKUs to the highest quality. So I thank you for your attention, and I hope that this has proven useful to you.